Welcome to the More Business, More Life TV. We are about to have New Year's here, and I want to talk about New Year's resolutions. Many people partake in this, right? Come up with our New Year's resolution. Some of you have given up on it. You're like, oh, it's totally crap. Doesn't work for me. Whatever it is for you, I want to actually talk about this. Does it work? Does it not work? What should I do? Should I set a New Year's resolution? Well, I want to break down one thing that I heard from a good friend of mine, Mark LeBlanc. He's also a fellow speaker in the National Speakers Association, and he said this once at speaking at an event that he and I both were speaking at. I heard him say, he said, the average New Year's resolution lasts 8 days. And this is probably about a year ago that I talked to him. So I don't know if it's changed, but within the last year, maybe it's even worse because this was prior to 2020. So it was in 2019. But he said 8 days. That's how long a New Year's resolution goes. So then people might wait a whole nother year to have those spectacular 8 days that you're on track with this New Year's resolution. What if you started a new resolution every month? Then if you take 12 months out of the year, 8 days a month that are fresh, because a resolution typically lasts 8 days, then we would be at 96 days a year. That would be a little bit better, right? How about if you take and we're able to go another step further? What if you made a New Year's resolution every week? What if even better than that? Because then at that point you have 8 days. So then every week you're resetting, which is beautiful. And it is the resetting word, which I'm going to get to in a second. That's the key. What I really want is a thing that I want to couple with what Mark was saying here. I like to call it plan tomorrow today. What if you actually allowed yourself to reset every day? How much different would life be? I would presuppose a lot. And I can also do this with quite certainty if you take advantage of what I'm about to say, because I've been able to make changes in my life. Many of my clients have been able to take this into their life. And that is because a lot of things happen. You know, several things, we get very ambitious with what we want, which is good. You know, if you look at Jim Collins in Built to Last, the companies that have what he calls big, hairy, audacious goals, BHAGs, those that have big, hairy, audacious goals, reach for more, they stretch. And that's just it, that word stretch. I like to call it a stretch goal. And what I want you to remember is that you want to set a goal that's achievable, because the mind doesn't know the difference between a big success or a small success. A success is a success, and we want to have more success, and we want to feed the brain. So if you do all these things as a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal, and you never reach it, even I used to sell myself on that. If I just get close to it, it's good enough. But you know what? It's not, because you still feel like you didn't get it done. And in the mindset, it comes through that way. So what I like to do now is set a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal, but then set a goal that's achievable. And then you call it a goal and then a stretch goal. So as long as I hit my goal, then I know that my year is made. I know that my month is made. I know that my week is made. I know my day is made. Whatever you're measuring, and you should be measuring on all of those. So, I always look at what do I want in the year? And then I say, what do I need to get done every quarter? So I break that into 4. And then I break that down for the quarter into 3 months. What do I need to get done each month to make the quarter? And then what do I need to get done each week to make the month? And what do I need to get every day? So when I start setting my goals, I know what I need to achieve today so that I can meet my goal for the week. And if I meet my goal for the week and I do that every week, then I meet my goal for the month. And if I meet my goal for the month, I meet my goal for the quarter. And if I meet my goal for the quarter, then I can meet my goal for the year. Right? So you just truncate it to the smallest thing, because then it's achievable. And you set a goal and a stretch goal. So what is my goal for today? And then what is my stretch goal? So I can stretch for it, but I know that I'm secure and I feel successful when I hit it. And then if you're not hitting that goal, then it's we're off track. And then we've got to work on that. We got to hire a coach. We got to ask questions. We, get that mentorship that we need, or we find new ways to do it. We don't stay with the same thing. That's where we reset. And this comes back to planning tomorrow today. So now once we divided all this up, then I can look at, did I accomplish what I want for today? What did I learn from it? And what do I want to do tomorrow? And then allow myself to reset. Don't beat yourself up. Don't start having rollover and all this accumulation. Oh, I didn't finish what I wanted to today, so I got to roll it over to tomorrow. Just allow yourself to reset. Just hit the reset button. Start over tomorrow. Start fresh. But have the awareness of what worked well and what didn't, so we can use it as a learning. And then every day you can get better. And at a certain point, if you're off track, at a certain point, you're going to get on track. And then at a certain point, you're going to start hitting, not only hitting your goals, but you'll start hitting your stretch goals, and things will be amazing in your life. And so really, we don't want New Year's resolutions. We don't. We want to actually have daily actions that are going to meet our goals. So what I would say, instead of calling it a New Year's resolution, set a goal for yourself that you want by December 31st of that year, and then work your way back so that you know what you want to do every day so that you can achieve that goal. You break it down to the smallest step. It's the same thing if you want to run a marathon, you got to take one step at a time. If you want to make your goals achieved in 1 year, then you've got to start with a smaller chunk. If you want to eat a pizza, it's one bite at a time, right? Whatever meal you're having. And if you take too big of a bite and you barely can breathe, you're probably not going to take another bite the same size. You're probably going to reduce the size. And this is something that I'd like to close this video with today. The last piece to this, we many times as achievers, people that want to run their own businesses, or you're building your career in your position in your company, we want to achieve more. We take big bites and sometimes we choke, right? So when you do that, notice, oh my gosh, that was too much. I put too much on my plate. Allow yourself to right size it so you can hit that goal and then go for the stretch goal. But the goal should be the right size bite so that you don't choke, so that you don't want to have it to where you're trying to achieve your goal and then you can't breathe because you're choking yourself. Put it at the right size and you'll actually achieve more. It's the tortoise and the hare story. And that's why I have this turtle on my desk, to allow myself to do it at the right pace, because that pace will set the tone for the year and I will get where I want to go, rather than running really fast and then being exhausted, or worse, get sick and then be laid up in bed and then you get behind because you overdid it. You pushed yourself too far. So find that right amount. So I hope this has been helpful. Break it into chunks. Plan tomorrow today so you can reset every day. Forget the resolution and start making a plan for every day. That's what I would say. I hope this has been helpful. As always, remember, choose gratitude and create freedom. We'll have another More Business, More Life TV show coming soon. Lots of love to all of you, and Happy New Year.